Hi, what's going on, guys? Just wanted to jump on here to not give a recap, but the reality of trading, right? I made a lot of mistakes today. All the profits I made throughout this month is all gone. I'm very, very upset about, you know, um, very, very upset about, what I did tonight and how everything can go away in, one trading session. And it's due to mistakes that I made tonight, right? So, yeah, I just want to talk about trading in general, right? Like, people think it's strategy, people think um, it's all about strategy, finding the right strategy, and things like that. But honestly, when experienced traders, when they talk about emotions, right? When they talk about emotions, is like 90% trading. It is true, right? And today was a prime example of that, right? Hit a break even trade today, as well as a loss, and I should have just gotten off there. But what did I keep doing? I traded it, right? I didn't mind taking that break even, but since I took that loss, something just clicked into me, and wanted to make that back, and it's just like that shouldn't be how it is. I always tell you guys that, like, once you take a break even and a loss, call it a day, two trades max, in a session and call it a day, because tomorrow's always another day, right? And I don't listen to myself. I told myself this, and I still like the funny part is that I told myself this. Um, I told myself this. Um, like when I was continuing to trade, like, no, it's not. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. And what did I keep doing? I did it, right? I kept going. I kept going. And I'm just so disappointed in myself, so disappointed, that I let that, get to me, like, I honestly should have just taken one trade and called it a day, because like, now this is a lesson for me to know that one trade a day, and that's it. Because what happens when I take more than one trade, I either lose, or because that first trade I spent so long having a bias for it and why and thinking straight, that's why I took the trade, and my second trade becomes sloppy, right? It doesn't become as good as the first trade. So, like, this is a thing now on that, hey, like, I had that rule about taking a second trade if I get stopped out and I see displacement, right? I'm not going to do that anymore. Like, this was a prime example that, I pretty much lost all the profits I made this month. Um, I lost it all, right? And like, super disappointed in myself. And this is the stuff that no one talks about in trading, right? Like, especially like people who started out like me. Like, I'm still 2 years into this um into this journey, and um yeah, 2 years into this journey, and I'm still not there, right? And I know it takes time, and I know, like, my there's my time is coming. I just got to keep going. But I just feel like I just took two steps backwards today. Um, this whole week I've been restricting myself to trading and taking, one trade per day and break even, call it a day. But today, just it was just a horrible, horrible day. Um, yeah, I'm speaking about it because I know it's gonna be in my mind. And again, I've told you guys from the beginning that I want to keep this as my journal and as for you guys to learn from. But again, Um, you know, it's just a huge mistake I made today. Huge mistake. Like, I am so disappointed in myself for what happened tonight. Um, the fucked up part was is that I told my girl that, hey, I'm hopping off. I'm gonna do my trade recap. And what did I keep doing? I kept trading. And that is the mistake that no one in the trading space talks about. No one talks about psychology and how important it is. And today is a good example, right? You guys know I can trade. I take solid setups. I get out where I need to be. And, today I got punished for it. Um, the markets didn't forgive me for what I did, right? Um, the mistakes I made, the market didn't forgive me for it. And, the last couple of days I've been getting lucky and the market, and I've been doing mistakes after mistakes after mistakes. And, um, the market's forgiven me, but tonight I let my psychology get the best of me. And yeah, I just want to speak about it and just, um, oh my God, I'm getting like I'm just super mad at myself for what's going on. This is actually horrible. Um, but I'm trying my best to to be positive and to take this as a learning curve. But, tonight I really just took a beating for myself, my psychology, everything, right? I feel like I just took a huge beat down. And it was all caused, um, because of me, right? I was the one that, took multiple trades, and I was the one that, did all this. And, I'm going to own up for it. I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to move on. Um, just super gutting that, almost 13 days into this month, and, we made profits and we lost it all within, a day. So, yeah, I just want to jump on here to, give you guys a reality check that, hey, like, um, trading does take a toll on you. Um, and I just need to remind myself that there are 30 days in a month, like this is why I should have expressed to myself tonight that one trade a day is fine. There's always tomorrow, there's always tomorrow, there's always a month after that, there's always the next month after that. And what did I do? I completely threw it all away. Again, I took 2 steps backwards today, but I know that God's got a plan for me, and that I'm trying my hardest to make this work. And there's so many dreams and things I want to do with my girl, and things like that. And I'm trying my best to make this whole trading thing work. I'm really, really trying. But again, tonight was my fault. I caused a mistake. And, that's what's caused me to, pretty much lose all the profits I've made, um, you know, of this month so far. And I just, yeah, super, super gutted at what's going on. Again, it's just, this is a video to remind you guys not to give up. I'm not going to give up after I took a huge beat down today. I am not going to give up. I'm going to keep going with a positive attitude. And this is a rule that I broke to myself, and I need to hold myself accountable, right? I told you guys one trade a day, and what did I do? I took more than one trade a day, right? And I need to hold myself accountable for that, right? And it's almost caused me, and good, look what's happened. I've lost all my profits, right? Like, I don't even know what to say to myself. I absolutely, I don't even know what to say. I was greedy. I was, didn't know how to take a loss. All my psychology work that I've been putting in this past couple of months, it's all going down the drain. Well, not down the drain, but, I didn't listen to myself, and this is what it's caused, right? So I just want to remind you guys that, hey, this is what trading is all about, right? Losing, winnings, but it's just how you lose, how you risk manage, and yeah, I mean, just yeah, our video for myself to give you guys a journal of my journey across my journey when it comes to trading um and yeah, I mean, yeah, two steps backwards today, but I'm trying my best to keep a positive attitude and to keep moving on the best I can, really. um it is it is a little bit frustrating, but again, I will move on and stick to one trade a day. I need to hold myself accountable for that. That's I I did take one trade a day, and I did think about, calling it a day, but I was just so tired of going break even that, I wanted to see something, and that comes on the greed, right? And I was greedy. I'm gonna be honest with myself, and I was greedy, and I shouldn't have been. Like I said, there's 30 days within a month. There's plenty of days where trades work out and why they don't. That's why I have my system in place, right? Because it stops me from taking losses and goes break even instead, and go on to another day. I Yeah, again, I have to start from scratch again this um this month. But again, I have to keep it pushing. I have to keep on moving, and I have to be positive, and I have to make sure that these mistakes do not happen again. I haven't made these mistakes since like beginning of my trading, kind of career. Um, and again, I'm 2 years in, and I'm making the same mistakes I did when I first started, which is a huge learning curve for me. Again, I just let psychology get the better of me today. Um, super super upset with how that went, but there's only there's only I'm gonna not like man, I'm stuttering. I'm just so stunned for words on what even happened. But um I'm just absolutely gutted with you know tonight. But yeah, try to keep it positive. I know God has a plan for me, and I made this mistake for a reason. I'm gonna let this be my final mistake, my final reality check before we keep moving on in the trading space. So just wanted to wish you guys good night. It feels a lot better to get this off my chest, because I was uh super down and super wasn't really feeling the best, and really doubting myself, and I just got to keep it moving, keep it pushing, and let this be the final reality check um before we kind of continue on. But yeah, I just want to say that all glory to God. Not every day is going to be a up day. There will, to progress forward, mistakes need to be learned and need to be kind of um mistakes need to be learned. Mistakes need to happen, and I need to learn from them, and that's how we go 4 steps forward, and not 2 steps backwards. So yeah, so let's say all glory to God. um you know for the opportunity to provide me a safe space to trade, and to realize the mistake I've made, and yeah, just want to wish you guys good night. If I do take a trade tomorrow, it will be one trade a day, and I'll be posting that. So I just want to thank you guys for watching. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow.